Bro, got any ideas for a new video? I don't know, draw something? Nah, I've done that thing before, man. I need something new, I need something different, that's why I need a new idea. Okay, how about making something? That's a good one. See? Oh, I've been wanting to make this thing for a while now. I think I'll do that, yeah. Oh yeah? What is it? Oh, it's a paper puppet. A paper puppet, oh, that's a good way. Wait, what? Hey. So today is the 8th day of Inktober, and boy, let me tell you, it's been a ride for the past 7 days. And it's a roller coaster ride. There were days where I made good art, and there were days where I made bad art, and there were days where where my sole focus was just to get through the damn day and just get the job done, get the Inktober done, get the videos done. But let me tell you, the journey so far has been amazing. The making videos thing, the making the artworks, you know, everything. It's been so damn good. I want to keep doing this thing. So the main focus for today is to just make a paper puppet. But before actually getting to the making of that paper puppet, I actually wanted to finish my Inktober art for the day. So I just wanted to fill a page with some ink doodles, get my Inktober art for the day out of the way, what am I saying? Get my Inktober art out of the way, so that I can go and make my paper puppet and get that thing done today. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So to make this thing, you need the following supplies. 1. A mount board, aka thick cardboard. 2. Pencils. 3. Brush pens. 4. Scissors, and I think that's all you need. Oh yeah, you need this guy. So I cut a small piece of mount board from this big mount board thing that I had, and I had dusted it off and erased a lot of things because it had a lot of dirt on it. You're not supposed to keep your mount boards on the open, it seems, which I've not been following. I cut a small piece of mount board, and the first step is the simple step, man. The first step always is the guidelines. Draw the guidelines. Okay. So I drew my whole character in the right proportions that I want. So I have this proportion, that thing that I follow, which is like a big head, small body, bigger arms and smaller legs. And I drew the whole thing in the proportion that I want. And once I was happy with that thing, actually I spent a lot of time drawing and redrawing that thing because I didn't get the proportions right the very first time. It was kind of off, it didn't kind of look cute. I wanted to maintain the cuteness, by the way, of the puppets. The puppets are pretty damn cute. I want to maintain the cuteness. Once we get all that thing, guidelines and all that stuff done, the next step is the most fun part of the drawing process. The next step is always the fun part of the drawing process for me. The next step is the inking step. I like inking. I'm an inker. So that's the next step. Ink. So I use my Pentel Pocket brush pen for the outlines for all those people who've been constantly asking me in the comment section. Again, it's a Pentel Pocket brush pen. It's a brush inside a pen. Pentel, please sponsor my videos, man. Come on. So the thing is, I have this very weird style. I had to maintain this uneven quirkiness of the lines, which I really like, you know, the thick and the thin lines, because that takes away the seriousness of the design and, you know, adds a feeling of fluidity to it and, you know, some flowiness, and adds some fun to the drawing. And also basically it looks cool, you know. Who wants to see the same old lines, you know, the same width lines? I don't like that. So once I'm done with my main outlines, I go back into the drawing with my big ballpoint pens, which, by the way, Bic, you also should be sponsoring my video. Guys, Pentel and Bic, you should be sponsoring my videos. I've been giving you guys like free shout out every single time. Yeah, I go back in with my Bic pens to add some shading with some hashing and cross hatching techniques. This adds a kind of depth to it, the 3D depth, you know, we are all looking for, so that it won't look like a flat piece of paper, you know, look like something more than a flat piece of paper. So on to the next part, which is cutting. So I have this weird preference for cutting, which I have a lot of weird preferences, to be honest. So yeah, this is my weird preference for cutting, which is I leave some white space next to the outlines so that it gives this popping effect, you know. It makes the drawing just go like pop, like that. Also, it has this highlighting effect to it, you know. The drawing is separated from the background, and it makes it look more attractive. So once you're done with all those processes, next is time to I'm just okay. So once I'm done with cutting the body parts, that sounds like I'm a freaking psychopathic murderer. Yeah, once you're done cutting all the body parts, you put those things back together. That's what psychopathic murderers do. Actually, they do that. So yeah, it's basically time to put these things together. But before that, you can get an idea by placing these things together to get, like, you know, see how the whole how the whole puppet looks like. This is the time for me to adjust the things that I want to adjust. Like here, I didn't like the hand. The size of the hand was too small and the hand looks weird. And I went back in, drew some new pair of hands next to the body. Then I got those things drawn and cut out, and boom, I got some new hands. Now the proportions are right. Now we are on to the engineering aspects of this thing. Now you're turning from an artist mode to engineering mode. Engineering mode activated. Even though I'm an artist, I think I have like an engineer inside me who's capable of like building functional things. So I figured out a pretty ingenious way, if I say so myself, to put this puppet together and make it move. So the tool we're going to use is one of the most commonly used household items that's easily available to us, and that is, my friend, the stapler pins. So the process is simple. You take a sharp piece of object like a compass or something, and you align the body parts with the torso, and you punch a hole through it. So once you're done punching the holes, you take out a stapler pin, and you take that pin, open it up, put the thing through the holes, and you lock it up. And boom, you got these moving parts. And you do the same with all the body parts, and boom, you got the puppet ready. I cut out a small piece of cardboard and put it in the center of the puppet. And that's like my arc reactor, like Iron Man's arc reactor. So yeah. All those things done, the puppet is finally ready. I know what you're thinking, where are the eyes of the mouth? Well, here's how I do that. Ready?
Hello there.